All right, hi everybody. Welcome to Descry Gaming. I am gonna try to do a thoughts and preview of the DLC for Warhammer 40K, the Aldar. The problem is I did not get a DLC key or whatever, so I can only kind of look through the lens of another streamer. Uh, which we're going to do in a second, and I'll give you kind of my thoughts on what I see so far. Uh, Usually, when they release DLCs for this game, the factions tend to be a little bit OP in multiplayer. And before we do that, let's give me 1 second here to just want to put a link. Okay, so yeah. Now, oh, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna work. Because I think. Wait, if I open up the YouTube channel.
34 ore per turn.
Okay, so this only way I can preview this DLC is through another streamer because once again, I did not get a key for the game, even though I think I pretty much do 90% of the. Well, I mean, for the PvP part of this game, I do probably 90% of the content for the game on Twitch and YouTube. For the single player, no. There's lots of other people. Wait, the video. There's lots of other people doing the content for it, but so yeah, this streamer, I've never heard of him before, but he's sort of previewing the game. Um, so what's interesting to note, do they start with web gates? Like I haven't even looked at this guy's video, so I don't know exactly. So yeah, it looks like when you have the new DLC, they start with these things called web gates. You can see in the mini map bottom right. Um, yeah, there he's kind of showing that. I'm not sure what they do. Oh wait, if we pause that, found city on claim webgate. Okay, so I guess it's similar to the Necron tomb, uh, which is interesting because they seem to be quite far away. Seem to be like in the middle of the map, which I think would cause some problems in PvP because if you're expanding in the middle of the map, you're kind of liable to be attacked or rushed. But maybe there's web gates close to him, but it looks like they're all kind of bunched up in the middle. And then you got this tech tree that he's showing. We can see some basic text. I'm just trying to see if I see anything interesting. Valve's RAS support battery. Oh, that's interesting. Once again, I can't really comment too much because I can't really like if I had a key for this game, I would probably go into debug mode and put all the new units out and take a look at all their stats and give you guys a breakdown of that. But all I can do really is watch this guy that doesn't really know how to play the game. Um, Play the game, but let's see if we can see anything interesting. So it looks like he's playing like a 3v3 with three AIs, I think. So that's confusing. So on tier 2 uh, Ranger unit, I guess I'm not sure about the Ranger units. So that unit right there is, I guess, because I think from what I understand, is the basic units can shoot and then move, which is interesting. I wonder if that will be used in like PvP to kite a lot, and I think they have like 4 movement, the basic infantry. And I also know the Banshees are kind of like the closest unit to compare the Banshees with is the Raveners for Tyranid. So be interesting to see, which is better, Ravagers or the Banshees. Looks like the cities do a little bit of blast damage there. Yeah, he's got animation slow. So I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. I almost thought of, maybe just leaving Gladius for good, because I felt like, like, is it so hard to get to preview your game? I mean, I've done a lot of content for this game, and I get kind of left out just mainly because I don't have, um, like, this guy has 14,000 subscribers, so I understand that point of view, that they only want to give a key out to someone that has the audience. But again, uh, yeah, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I feel like, because I know other game companies uh, have come to me and given me previews. Uh, Not a whole lot, but like I had one recently, a game I used to stream a lot, and of course they wanted me to fill out like a disclosure, uh, whatever. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I can see anything interesting going through this guy's stream video. I'm trying to see, does he even build heroes in this video? Because I'm interested to see if the hero unit for this faction. And I'll be right back. So I'm back. One thing I wanted to check was if Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm trying to see if my stream is picking up the YouTube video. Yeah, so when I minimize it, it picks it up, but when I go into full screen, it just freezes the image. So fortunately, it looks like we'll have to look at it through this way. But so he doesn't look like he's gonna build heroes, because I don't think I see any heroes being produced, which is really what I want to find out. Whoa, Banshees did pretty good damage there. They got 3 range on that unit. Let me see that. Wow, 3 range on their basic unit, or no, that could be the Rangers. I think that are those are Rangers, but they kind of look like. Oh, and they can move. Oh my, that. Oh wow. I mean, you can move 4 movement after shooting. Like, I can see how that will be abused in PvP. But I guess if you have units that can either stun or cut their movement down, because I know there's some units that either will cut your movement down, or like I know Tyranids have Tau, of course, with the gun drones. But yeah, I mean, how do you stop how do you stop it? That's interesting. So we're fast forwarding here. Will I buy this DLC? Uh, I might not. I might not. I'm hesitant to support this game. I'll probably end up buying it though. I mean, I seem to Gladius has a special place in my heart. Uh, it's a good tactical game, and it's it's survived. It's usually a lot of times these small games, they usually die out. But this game has been going strong. It's like what came out 3 years ago. But yeah, still like salty about not getting a access key for this game. So we'll see. I might just walk away from the game. uh, there's so many good games out there. That's the thing. Like, it's hard to dedicate yourself to a game when we got Assassin's Creed, the new one coming out pretty soon. I was a big fan of the Odyssey, so I probably will sink in a lot of hours in that game. And I'm also doing a lot of, like, I've got board games, card games, so I got other things I want to get to. And for me to jump back to Gladius, that's the question. I'm trying to see if we can find something interesting. I was really hoping for him to build some heroes, but I don't think he's gonna build any heroes. Oh wait, what is that? Sniper. So those are Rangers. Okay. Okay. RAS support battery. Those are interesting. 3 model. Interesting. So is that like a scout type unit? Okay, that maybe that's a hero. I couldn't really see. I mean, I can pause it to figure out what he was building there. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so it says Shrine of, I don't know what that says. Cain? Looks like two, that must be heroes. Yeah, that's a hero building. Okay, he finally is gonna build a hero. And he clicked so fast, I don't know what hero that is, but looks like that's gonna come out. So let's fast forward a little bit so we might get a glimpse of this hero that he's making and see if we can find it. Oh, okay, there it is. So, wow, it's got some interesting abilities. Has a jump ability I can see. Some type of targeting thing. Then a sword symbol. Looks like, is it kind of like a Chaos Lord with jump? I don't know. Let's see how much damage it does to a war boss. Not a whole lot. Although he doesn't have like a sword. He just has like defensive items on his hero. But uh, thing about the AI doesn't put a lot of items on their heroes generally. Or I haven't played the AI in a long time, so I don't know if they do put items on their heroes or not. Um, okay, so that's an interesting hero. I assume that's kind of a cross between a like a captain and a chaos lord, maybe. The animations look really cool. I mean, for a developer team, like a very small, I think it. I don't know how many guys are on their team, but I know it's a fairly small team. Uh, it's pretty it's pretty amazing how much they've done with such a small developer team. When you compare that like with other developer teams, like the Civ team, that their dev team is huge compared to Slytherin's. Or Proxy or, yeah, I don't know why that didn't come out. So yeah, I would like to preview this. I mean, uh, if I had an early access key, I would definitely be giving a better breakdown than just commenting on things that I'm seeing from this person streaming this game. But so that looks like anti-infantry because that did a lot of damage. Though the animation looks kind of weird, like this that gun unit, it kind of look. I don't know what type of weapon it's firing, but that looked really weird. So okay, maybe look. Okay, I don't know what happened. He exited out. Looks like he's starting a new game. Let's see if I can find anything interesting. But the thing that really impresses me, and I don't know how balance wise it's going to be, but the fact that you can shoot and then move like four spaces or three spaces after shooting, that seems very, very powerful. And how are you going to balance that? Like, if it's player versus player? Because I assume that's going to frustrate a lot of people going up against that. And then you have rangers that do range 3. All right, so there's that Avatar Arcane. Looks pretty cool though. I don't know what's. Oh, okay, that's its hair thing. Melee attack, damage, moral loss. Interesting. I like to see more of the late game units, but he all I've seen so far is like infantry and some of the early mech units. So I don't know if I can comment too much. So what I gathered from what I've seen so far on this early stream is you have the web gates that I guess spawn in at the beginning of the map. They seem to be catered towards the middle and beyond your spawn point, which is interesting. Maybe that's to balance the race or tie into their lore. I'm not sure. Um, it looked like when he built the hero building, only there was 2 slots for heroes. So I don't know. Maybe he had to research the third slot. Usually, there's always at least 3 heroes in the hero building. I wonder if they have a transport or not. Most factions have a transport unit. The hero looks really big. Like I don't know if he's like a big mech type hero. It's hard to tell, but like on the screen, he looks huge compared to everything on the map. Um, then you got up here in this top left. Looks like you got a couple abilities up here. I read that they have like a population growth ability, so maybe one of those is that. I'm pretty. I think there's probably a bonus with the web gates or when they're near structures, maybe that they get kind of similar to. Oh, that did, I guess, decent. That okay, right there. That animation from that unit looks so weird. Like, okay, maybe they haven't finished that graphic, or maybe that is the final graphic, but that looks really weird. Yeah, so I think there was an earlier video he did. This was the second one. Oh no, he did 3. So it was, I don't know if this was the most. Okay, so there we go. Those, I guess those are the Eldar tanks. Wow. Yeah, the animation is so weird. Wow, okay, those are, okay, they got axes. Those are interesting. Ghost axe. Movement. The webgate has some type of, oh, teleport? I don't know. Okay, so 4 heroes. There's 4 heroes he can build. 4 heroes. I'd like to see what their super unit is. I'm curious. But I don't think the best we're gonna get is those tanks, it looks like. And there is this other hero there. This is yeah, so I don't know. I guess I this stream isn't very great. Wasn't able. Oh, okay, wait. There's this a spirit seer. Okay, that kind of looks like the Tau um ethereal. It looks like it does a lot of buffing there. If I look at those icons, you got a plot or health. It's probably like a heal. You got a shield, and then you got maybe like a damage, more attacks, or a debuff. Lower morale. Yep. Lower attacks. Okay, so it looks like some type of healing, debuffing, buffing unit. Okay, that's interesting. Um. Okay, tier 7. So tier 6 is the tanks. That sounds about right. Uh, I mean, how good are these tanks? Not sure. But if they're like Tau tanks, then should be good. Yeah, so I think I've seen enough. I mean, the fact it looks interesting. The faction, I would say, uh, looks cool. It's nice that they released this DLC. Uh, will it be balanced in PvP? Probably not. Based on when Chaos was released, when Tyranids was released. So most people probably will maybe like not play with them, or there might come to a point where people refuse to play against them in PvP. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how well. One thing I know is I don't think they play test their new DLCs. What they tend to do is release it, and then the community that does a lot of the PvP plays it and gives them feedback, and then it slowly gets updated through the patches to be a little bit more balanced. That's usually what happens, and I always wondered why couldn't they kind of do that before they release the DLC. But I, there's a lot of things I don't understand with this with proxy or but let's check real quick if we go into maybe there's some patch notes if they change the game a lot. Patch notes. So it looks like we're still on the old. Nothing really has changed, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, so 1.65, that was like a month ago or 3 weeks ago. It's still the same. Okay. So nothing to really comment there. Yeah, I don't have it as a. Okay, well, yeah, so that's all I gotta say, guys. Again, I don't know if I will be buying the DLC. I don't know. I might take a break from Gladius and maybe come back once. Because here's the thing: the DLC will release, and almost 90% sure it's gonna be probably broken, like the factions. So I I mean, for me who plays PvP, it makes more sense just to buy it when it's more balanced, or when the community feels like it's, not OP. And then the other thing is, like, I'm a little bit salty not being able to get a key for the game. So I might move on to other games. Although a lot of the people on my channel do like the Gladius content, so I might come back. But all I can say right now about the DLC, it looks interesting. Uh, I again need to really kind of play test it myself instead of just seeing somebody um, stream it, and who doesn't really play the game like the people on Discord play it. But um yeah, and like the big thing is like this balance channel. Uh, this is a lot of where the balances stuff happen, where you get a lot of people that play the game a lot, and most of the players will agree when something is broken. So that's nice. But then you have some players that are very loyal to a certain faction. They don't want to see their faction get nerfed or whatever. So that's also happens. But all in all, uh, I think the reason this game is still relevant today is because of, I think the PvP community really, in the Discord channel, I think if the developers weren't updating or trying to balance the game out and listen to the community somewhat, I don't think the game would be around today. Although it'd be interesting, like maybe they know something we don't know, like maybe like people buy this game just for single player. But the thing is, I think is if they just buy it for single player, uh, you'll get bored eventually, or at least I did real quick. So I don't see too many people. Like there's other turn-based games for single player that have longer life, like the ones that have more diplomacy, trading. You could do a lot more. Gladius is kind of just like war, and I kill you. So I think it's more catered to player versus player, in my opinion, and I think that's where the strength is, because um, like if you're trying to build a game to be like Civilization, which is more a single player type game, although some people play it multiplayer. I think I think it's hard to compete with that. But for them to build it more catered to, like, I'm gonna clobber you and get rid of diplomacy, and then so that's where I think the strength is. It's the only thing is if they can make the games go quicker, because right now in a lot of player versus player games, it's sometimes games take 2, 3, 4 hours. If there was a way, and I think part of the problem is in the beginning, each team or each player kind of takes a full turn. So if there was a way, and I think people have mentioned it before, if they did some hybrid system where like everybody takes their turn until like first contact happens, and you have the ability to then go back into turn. You take your turn, I take my turn, type thing, or something like that. I don't know. That could cut maybe an hour of game length there, And I think that would start appealing more to people in the multiplayer, but that's just my thoughts. All right, so I'm gonna end this stream here, and I'll upload this to YouTube, and we'll see what happens. I might do some if more people request Gladius content, I'll probably jump back into it, but right now I'm kind of taking a break from it. All right, I'll see you guys next time.